Hi, everybody. Well, I have Brandon Beemer and Martha Madison here, mainstays of the show. And I hear there's a wedding. They're actually going to say I do. Shawn and Belle, for real.
Yes. Yes. Finally. Yes.
And this is marriage number, how many now? There's two,
well, this is
three?
Belle's number 3. Yeah.
Right. But for the two of them,
2. Number
2.
Well, third time's a charm. It's third wedding.
Yeah. It's third wedding. So
third wedding. Now, fans are going to see the actual wedding, the one that they actually get married. How was filming that?
It was so sweet, honestly. Yeah. When I first read the script, I thought, it was perfect. I thought it was exactly the wedding that Belle and Shawn should have. And it was very meaningful and very sweet and very charming with a little glitch, but
no.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about the glitch.
Not a wedding without a glitch.
Yeah.
But
Brandon, how is it for you, Brandon? Finally,
I thought it would
tie the knot. To tie the.
Oh, especially after the Jan fiasco. It's like it was finally like payoff because I wasn't sure when we were going to actually get married. I assumed that we would, but with the whole Jan situation and that whole fiasco, and when finally I got the script and I started to read it, I was like, oh yes, finally. And it was nice. It was cute. It was simple and sweet and meaningful, and it was I enjoyed it.
Martha, why do you think it works so well between you and Brandon, the on-screen chemistry that you guys have had?
Well, Brandon and I have known each other for 15 plus years. We're genuinely friends, and we've shared a lot of ups and downs personally and professionally together. I think that we've always kind of held hands through the ups and downs, and I think that translates on screen. We are great friends, and I think we have a mutual love and respect for each other. So.
I agree.
You'd say that? Is it, and how is it, you speak to that, Martha, it is so hard when you're an actor, whatever you are in this business, and you're on the show, then all of a sudden you're not on the show, and then you're on, and you guys have gone through this so many times. How do you A, not take it personally, B, understand it's a story, like how do you process that each time? This is for both of you. So,
well,
sometimes we do take it personally. So
yeah,
I know.
Like what?
The first 2 times that we got let go, it was by Dina Higley, the same person both times, and someone we didn't personally, or I didn't personally know, and so it felt personal to me. Yeah. The back and forth since coming back, honestly, it's been such a gift, and the timing of it has always been so great for me. So. It's just really worked out. This time, I think, we both have been pretty clear that we would like to stay this time around, and hopefully that will happen. But again, I think after a while, it stops feeling personal. It doesn't feel that way for me anymore. It is a job, and we're grateful to have it, especially now.
Brandon?
Yeah, now it's not so personal anymore. The second time was when I was like, what? Like Martha said, it was like 2 times in a row by the same person. That's when I was like, hold up, wait a minute. Well, and now I think it's just more about like it's just about how the story unfolds and how much time that they how much story they have to tell, and what they can come up with that they're passionate about, and I think that they're passionate about the characters, and they just need to slowly start to find good stories to tell for Shawn and Belle. And I think that now that they're married, that's a good starting point. We're up here, and so we can bring it down.
Mess them up.
Yeah.
And wasn't it fun having Heather Lindell back though?
So fun.
She just comes in there and can play the nutty, crazy.
She's just like a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
She's so great. She's such a great actress, and she's such a fun person. And so, and with the character like that, how can it not be a blast?
A blast.
Brandon,
a blast.
A real blast.
I didn't mean to
a
do
real
that.
blast.
A real blast. Brandon, Kristian left the show. Alfonso, your on-screen mom, and you really never got to play like a final scene with her. How do you, or what would be a closure of it? How did you feel though about your final scenes with her?
I was happy that I at least got to, that I at least got to work with her, in her final scenes. And I also, I mean, it was sad. It was super sad, and it still is sad. I mean, I loved working with her. I mean, she's great. I mean, she's been there since day one with me, and it's. But I was happy that I got to share those scenes with her, and I also like the fact that I'm still talking about her. I get to still talk about her, and I get to still, have that soft spot for her, because Shawn loves his mom, and I love Kristian. So
Shawn loved his mom, and then there were the recent scenes with Ben. How does he feel about Ben? Shawn, about Ben because of Sierra? Is he softened towards this guy?
I think he's softened. I mean, I've got some of my own, personal sort of stuff with, like, say, my sister, who's been dating the same guy, and you kind of get a little bit, Mandy, come on, get a little bit, but sooner or later you got to just kind of accept people, because if they love them, they love them, and so if you can accept them and then slowly start to try to bring them together and hope that you can be that mediator and sort of just to try to make things fit a little bit better, and so be there for Shawn. I mean, be there for Sierra, and also be there for Ben, because it doesn't really work if he hates Ben the whole entire time, because then he's not going to have his sister.
Martha, you being in the restaurant business with your husband, and you see what's going on all over the country with the impact of COVID-19 on restaurants and small businesses and everything. And I know it's emotionally very difficult and financially for so many people. What do you say about it right now? We're all waiting for the government to pass a bill, but what can you say?
I think from where I sit, I'm also a recruiter. I work with a firm called One House, and I talk to unemployed restaurant executives all day, every day. And I'm hearing their personal stories all day, every day. And it's so heartbreaking. But I think what's so interesting about this time is that it really is revealing so many of the weaknesses in the fabric of the restaurant industry in general, things I've always known, and things these are the things, the fact that there's very little profit margin in even a very successful restaurant. These are things I've always known, but now the rest of the world is really learning, and what a fragile industry it is, and how many things really need to change to make it successful going forward. So, it's a terrible time for our industry. It is the largest employer, independent employer of over 15 million people in this country, and it's taken a beating upon beating upon beating, to no fault of their own. The government should be paying people to stay home and keep their businesses available to them when they come back, and they've really failed in doing that. So to that, I would say, write your Congress people, write your senators, and tell them to pass this bill. It's so necessary for so many people to be able to feed their families.
I wish you both happy holidays, as always. Happy New Year through all this muck we're going through, and much love to you. And I hope to see you physically, hopefully sometime in the new year.
Me too.
Thank you. Thank
Thanks,
you, Michael.
So good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.